put the mic directly in your mouth and then do it.
Hello, everybody.
That's actually not bad. Just a little bit quieter, it would be fine.
Welcome, everybody, to Fancast episode 4.
Uh-huh.
We're doing SCPs today. SCP Fix.
Mm-hmm.
As always, your hosts, Zion, Xander, and Kiyoshi.
I thought you were just gonna completely forget me.
And then special guest L.
Oh,
L, come say hi to the mic where they can hear you. Hello.
Hi.
That's cool. Special guest L listening in today.
Who's going first?
we've only had
I don't know.
this one time before, so we never know. You might become a regular.
Xander,
Hi, I'm trying to drink here.
I don't care. Introduce
Hey,
yourself.
What do you mean you
Hello.
don't care? You always care when Xander's drinking.
Was he drinking water or was he drinking something else? Because there's a big
trying
difference.
to take a shot. I'm trying to get some rum in my system.
Exactly.
Okay, acceptable.
Exacto knife. May I read a short comment from my last Fancast video?
Sure, read a short comment from your last Fancast
I really
video.
liked it. And hey, if you're watching this and I forgot your name, I apologize. But let's take a look. Poncho Entertainment says, "You actually have pretty good content. Keep it up. Would love to collaborate with you in the future. I live stream games."
Ooh,
I really like that. That was nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
that was nice. Thank
If
you.
you're watching this, hello. How's it going?
Welcome aboard.
Who's going first?
We haven't even decided which ones we're reading.
I decided which
Because-
one I'm reading.
Oh, which one are you reading?
Of my selections, I'm reading the second one.
Oh, God damn it! I'm in the wrong thing.
A Play's Tragedy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll close the other one then. We're reading Quattro Vinks from me.
Mm-hmm.
As always, links in the description.
I don't put links in the description. What links are you putting?
You should put the links in the description.
I should, you're right. But do I want to? No.
Sounds kind of lame. All right, Xander, which one of yours are we reading?
You should do
I'm
9
going
through
with-
9 because I hate 9 through 9.
Yeah,
I thought you said you liked 939.
I said I hated 9 through 9.
Yeah, I'm picking SCP 939-E3, the experiment.
All right, there's our 3 for the day.
Okay. Who's going first?
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, has Xander ever gone first?
No, he is not. I think
guess
it's
he has to go
usually
first
either
then.
you or me.
Hey, call that it.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
Xander,
it's you and then me and then Xander.
Of not it.
Okay, I'll go first then because I don't think I've ever actually gone first. Can Elle see this as well?
Motherfucker. What the hell is this text block?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, yeah. He says, "Cool, I won't be there." Right here.
Pointus.
Right there. Pointus. Hold on, I have to change my nickname now. Okay, there we go.
Right.
My nickname on the server has now been changed to Pointus.
Should we talk about SCPs? Like,
yeah, like our favorite
keep it on
SCPs.
topic?
Yeah.
Again, not it.
I have an entire bookmarked list of all my favorite SCPs.
I don't read SCP very often, but I really like the idea. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Because you could go onto SCP Foundation and just write. I think it's a really cool idea, and whoever started this is a genius, and I don't know who you are.
I think it was a collective of people.
Probably.
I'm trying to find my favorite one. There it is. Found it.
There's different branches of the SCP Foundation.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
My top 3 are 682, 106, and humans reconstituted. It's those weird chicken people.
What's the number?
I can't remember the the number, but it was
Hmm.
one of the newer ones. But like the picture for it is like real disgusting. It's a human chicken man.
Yeah. What was the name of the half cat SCP?
The half cat.
Julie?
I have no idea.
Refuted. Humans refuted. It's 3,199.
Oh, have you heard Jungle in a Jar, number 1341?
529. It's 529.
Spooky shit right there. Spooky shit. You open the jar and a forest slowly emerges and crushes everything in the vicinity.
Whoa.
If we're
It's
not
awesome.
if we're not careful, we're just gonna end up talking about SCPs.
Which is fine. That can be an
That's
episode.
like, this is the SCP episode, so we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the picture and post it
This is
in the
960.
Discord.
What's 990?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is my favorite SCP. It is currently, I think I'm presenting it in the Discord.
In
This
the
is
Fancast Discord?
Yeah.
All right.
What's her name? Anyway, this is SCP-529. Josie. That was the name. Okay. Basically, it's just a cat,
Find the Discord again.
right?
There you go.
Josie is literally just a cat, but like the front half of a cat. We
Oh,
don't-
it's that hat. It's that cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
half cat.
Am I broken?
Possibly. What's going
I'm
on?
not getting anything in the Discord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
From what?
Anything. Where did you put it in the Fancast chat? I can't see it in the Fancast chat.
I did not put it in the Fancast chat.
Where did you put it?
I'm presenting it on
Oh, you
in the
fucking hell.
thing.
In your stream.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
I forgot what the
That's
word
not helpful.
stream was. Oh, that reminds me.
Sweet.
Trevor Henderson.
It does
Yeah.
look like a Trevor Menderson.
Trevor Smenderson.
Trevor Slenderman.
Whoa.
Should we do him as an episode?
I don't think the topic is big enough for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Here is the official. There it is. Here's the official Trevor Henderson Instagram. Here's a. I'm not gonna scroll down too far because I don't like that. Oh, come on. I'm not
wish
signed
they
in
would-
apparently. Look at that. Look how freaking creepy that is. I hate that. What is that called? I hate this as well.
It's a skin bird.
I don't like this. Or this. I don't like any of this. This is horrifying. Oh no.
Oh, I
Xander,
love
it's the
that.
back rooms.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's
I
the
closed it.
back rooms.
I love liminal spaces.
SCP-426. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. I am to be sealed in a chamber with no windows through which I may be viewed. The door to my chamber must have a label completely unrelated to my designation or identity, in order to prevent unintended spread of my primary effect. Only level 3 and above personnel are to know of my presence, and particularly of my properties. Assigned personnel are to be rotated out on a monthly basis to prevent contamination by my secondary effect. Psychiatric evaluation is mandatory at the end of the month. If personnel are deemed unaffected, they may be reassigned to me no less than 4 months after their last rotation with me. Any affected personnel are to be given a Class C amnestic
Amnestic.
and transferred to a different site. Man, I was completely unable to speak during the end of that.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna write the description, or read, sorry. Hello, I am SCP-426. I must be introduced this way in order to prevent ambiguity. I am an ordinary toaster, able to toast bread when supplied with electricity. However, when any human being mentions me, they inadvertently refer to me in the first person. Despite all attempts, there is yet to be a way to speak or write about me in the third person.
Okay, I'm back. I was handing out drugs to kids on the street.
Oh,
Woo!
okay. Did you get money
Did you
from
give
it?
him-
or-
Did you give him heroin?
What?
Was it heroin?
No,
Was
it was
it-
ibuprofen.
Oh,
I had
God damn it.
700 pills.
okay. I'm gonna keep reading
So I
this
gave her
now.
2.
At least give him Viagra.
No.
No, I don't even think I brought my anything.
Okay.
I forgot my fucking shampoo.
Can I freaking read?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Mixed results.
Somebody's been outvoted, and it's Xander.
When in my continuous presence for over 2 months, individuals begin to identify themselves as toaster. Unless forcibly restrained, these people will ultimately harm themselves in their attempt to emulate my standard functions. Emulate. I was discovered in the home of the family after. Whoa.
I was discovered in the home of Nerd.
That was just really funny because my crop thing came up and I need to reopen the thing and change that. I was discovered in the home of the family after the gruesome deaths of 3 of its members. I had been given to the younger Mr. and Mrs. wedding gift. No card or any other identifying markings had been found on my box. Apparently, 2 months after the family received me, fire crews were dispatched to the home due to an electrical fire. The younger Mrs. died from the electric discharge that she had caused when attempting to devour an electric socket. Okay, that's really weird. The other 2 victims had died shortly before the fire occurred. The elder Mrs. engorged herself with nearly 10 kilograms of bread before her stomach burst and she died of internal bleeding. The younger Mr. died of several severe blood loss after attempting with me. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
The sole survivor was the elder Mr. who was still suffering from severe malnutrition. He stated that he had inserted some bread a week prior and was still waiting for the toast to pop out. Okay. This is really weird. Whoa. Sorry. Whoops.
Bro, you good?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I'm
got your
good.
stream open underneath the screen to see what you're doing, bro. You
It's
good?
fine. Yeah, we're good. We're okay. We're all right. We're good.
Oh.
We're
Ooh,
good.
ah, ooh.
Mother.
Oh, hey, nailed it. Okay. I was confiscated by the Foundation after police noted my unusual properties. A Class C amnestic was administered to the affected officers. Zoin, are you going first?
I thought you
What?
said you were gonna go first, but you just read all of that.
Oh, yeah,
Toast
I
man.
did read that. Do you wanna do some other
Toaster
stuff?
Man.
Not read yours, you mean?
Do we want to not
I
read mine?
don't want to read yours.
Do you want to read
What is
yours?
yours?
Mine is about a
Sure.
plague.
Let's
Oh.
ignore that whole block of text.
But
Okay. I'll wait.
you're like a teacher.
I'll wait.
I will
I'm very
wait
good
as
at it.
long as I please. You right.
She will wait.
You right.
I hold grudges like a librarian, so be very careful.
You Librarians hold grudges?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, they do.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Really, really bad grudges.
Introduce your freaking pick.
Okie dokie, boys. I have.
You can do it.
My fic name is. There you go. That's what. Catra Vinks. Catra Vinks is
Just
how
say
you
4
say that.
scores. Just say 4 scores.
4
Catra
scores
Vinks
and
Quattro Vings.
by
1784.
Shay McSudonym.
Yep. 4 freaking
Summary.
scores.
Summary. Or
Oh,
4
wait.
scores for those of you who want English title. An alternate take on 2020 mode.
Do you want to do a short explanation of your fic before we get started?
Well, the fandoms are Five Nights at Freddy's Octodad video game, SCP Foundation, and SCP Containment Breach.
A lot. This is a lot. This is a crossover.
It
we done
is. It is a
crossovers yet?
crossover.
It's one heck of a crossover.
It is.
Have we done crossovers before?
We have.
We have,
We have?
actually.
We have.
I
I think we had one in the Phasmophobia one.
I think so. We had a
Editor
crossover.
Zion, put it on the screen. What crossovers we did, please.
Editor Kiyoshi, could you do that as well? And also look through the
I
other 2
always
fan
forget
casts.
because the drink on these.
Yeah, it's great. Do you want to take
I
another
will
shot?
never-
Should I do the fireball or should I keep doing the rum?
You should do Fireball.
with
Do the
rum
fireball.
No,
at the same time.
don't do that.
Maybe.
I will read the additional tags now while Xander does his shots. Yoshi, I will mute you.
Okay.
Don't tempt me. Paranoia, moral dilemmas, friendship, humor, artificial intelligence, torture, psychological torture, obscure sci-fi references, Tumblr memes, independent video game references, with apologies to Harlan Ellison. You didn't hear it from me, but the surgeon is totally an XP of AM. Attempted suicide.
2, 3.
You see, you can't cut that out in your audio, but I can.
I know.
I have the power now.
Unless editor Zion does a voiceover later and puts it in what I just spoke.
You know, you're right.
Does
I need to
L have
pee.
does L have any fanfics for history?
Probably not.
No, Elle only knew about this morning,
They're a
Oh.
bystander,
so they
an
didn't
innocent
apparently-
bystander.
I don't even think Elle knows about AO3.
Well, Xander uses fanfic.com, so he wouldn't know.
He does.
Yeah. I know what?
Oh,
But
okay.
no
We'll
lie.
stop. Go figure.
What do you
We'll
mean,
stop. Spot.
go figure.
Yeah,
Stopping at go
stop.
figure.
Stopping at go figure. Okay, you ready?
All right.
There aren't any characters
Um,
to play, so just
Oh,
just
There
make fun
is
of it.
0 dialogue.
Yes.
there's 0. The 1990 fucking video game.
Xander, shut up.
Xander, shut the heck up.
Xander, shut the fuck up.
Hold on, I gotta turn up my mic so it registers in Discord.
Shut up.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll shut the fuck up.
Xander, you have to shut up. Xander, we're trying to read some stuff. You gotta shut up.
Xander, quit it.
Xander, you gotta shut up.
Just start. I'm laughing too hard.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I can't whisper into the mic. I'm
Xander,
laughing
you
too
gotta shut
hard.
up. I have to do an ASMR video at some point now.
Okay. Chapter 1. The reason that Mike Schmidt kept coming back to his night job after job was quite simply because he was suicidal. He had not had a good childhood. High school had been hell. College, what little he had gotten, had been worse. As things stood now, Mike was at the end of his rope. There were no jobs to be had. He was up to his eyeballs in debt, student and otherwise. His family had cut him off, his boyfriends had left him, and he was fast approaching mental breakdown.
Can I
You
have a thing real
I
quick?
always thought he was a furry, not suicidal.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was because Xander shoved something real stupid into the thing.
I
and
thought he
forgot.
wanted to fuck the robots.
I didn't know Mike was gay though.
It was the other way around, Xander. It's the other way around.
You wanted to get butt fucked by the robot?
Yes.
He was ready for Freddy.
This particular night, however, things were a good deal worse. Someone had hacked his bank account and stolen all his money. It had been a week today, and the bank still refused to believe him. Rent was due in 2 days. His house had been broken into, there hadn't been anything of value to steal, so the thief had pissed on his bed as they left.
So what a rude
No,
thief.
you could.
I mean,
you
breaking in is
could-
already rude, but that's just another level.
I mean, you could do a better job with this whole suicide thing. You don't have to get ripped apart by fucking big fucking furry wet dream.
7 foot tall, furry wet dream.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You have
Almost
to at
as-
least get that much in
I'd
there.
say it's
almost
closer
the
to 8.
Dimitrescu wet dream of furries.
Is L
Um,
back?
Ella's back. Hello, Elle.
Hi, Al.
L.
Don't
Al.
do that!
L.
Al, we're reading about a furry.
Well, you made it about
No,
furries.
we're reading about a guy.
Reading about a guy,
Who gets
and
fucked
Xander
by
made it about
furries.
furries.
That wants to die by furry penetration.
Nope. Go.
I'm moving on.
Are you just gonna put a nut there?
Where are we? Ooh. Oh, look. I'm gonna mute you. It's gonna happen.
Okay. All
Just to
right.
get this freaking episode over with, I will mute you.
I can
and
send you
move
my
on.
audio It's split onto 2 different tracks. You can just cut me out there.
No, because
Actually, wait,
Xander's
no,
doing it too.
because the audio plays on 2 tracks.
Oh,
Never mind.
He's mostly playing a box of me. Recorded my voice.
Okay, you can go now. I'll shut up.
That night, Mike went to work overtime. He needed the money to discover that he could adjust the AI levels of the animatronics. Since he had that kind of week, he turned all the levels up to 20, expecting that he wouldn't live out the night before folding his hands behind his head, not even bothering to check the camera feeds. He wondered idly, as the clock changed over to midnight, whether it be Foxy or Freddy who got to him first. Pounding feet down the hallway seemed to indicate Foxy. For one brief moment, Mike's hand hovered over the door button. Last chance, he thought to himself. Then he moved his hand back to his desk. Foxy had Flash stepped into the office. The next second, and Mike clenched his jaw.
They flashed him.
Whew. On second thought,
See,
this
I
was
told
going
you.
to be incredibly painful. Maybe he should have just brought a gun. But rather than going for the security guard, Foxy had instead grabbed Mike's computer and then run back out the hallway quick as anything. Mike blinked. It was a few minutes before he was able to recover himself. Had that actually happened? It had been so bizarre and unexpected that it almost seemed more like a dream than reality. Curiosity got the better of him, and he pulled up the feed of Pirates Cove, using the computer he doesn't have because it just got stolen.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Using
That's not it.
the computer that was just stolen.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
no.
weird.
Plot holes already.
Uh-huh.
How far are we in? Like 20 lines?
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
not
go
even
with
gonna
that.
count it. Like 20 lines. All right.
Is
We'll go with
Foxy
that.
just stealing his computer to look at his search history?
I don't know. Let's find out. All 4 animatronics were there and huddled around the computer, which Foxy had plugged into the wall. They stayed that way for hours. Well, an hour at least. After that, Mike's circulatory system had crashed off its adrenaline high and he'd fallen asleep.
Oh, okay.
When Mike's phone alarm went off at 6 a.m., he started awake to see the computer back on its desk and the animatronics back in their places. Weird. Upping their intelligence must have made them able to recognize that he was a person and not a bare endoskeleton in need of an animatronic suit. Go figure. Well, there's not that many lines left. I'm going to finish the chapter.
Okay.
The next night, Mike had brought a gun, deciding to take matters into his own hands. He felt slightly better about the whole thing, knowing that he wasn't condemning his replacement to a painful death. Plus, if he did it in here, then he wouldn't have to worry about someone he knew finding the body. Management was probably far beyond used to dealing with corpses anyway. As he raised the gun to his head, Freddy came in, saw what he was doing, and then crumpled the gun up like it was made of tinfoil before he walked out, taking the computer with him. Huh. After the aborted suicide attempt, Mike snorted in amusement and abandoned his post. He left the building altogether and headed for the nearest bridge, fully intending to jump off of it. As he stepped up to the ledge, he was pulled back by an irate Chica, carried bodily back to Freddy's, and then disposited Nori's. Help.
Deposited.
Thank you. Onto his seat, while the other 3 animatronics watched, their expressions unreadable. Mike stared back at them with flat, disbelieving eyes. Exactly what the hell was going on here?
I think
End of chapter 1.
I think I know
He's
what's
gonna
happening.
Get butt fucked.
No. Xander, don't go there.
He's gonna get
Don't
gang
do it.
raped. He's gonna get gang
Don't.
raped.
No.
No.
I'm gonna
Muting.
disconnect
I'm
you
gonna
from the
mute you.
Fancast
It's gonna
chat.
happen. I'm gonna mute you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I think what's going on here is that since Mike turned up all the levels to 20, they thought it would be a good idea to connect themselves to the internet so they could get smarter. You know? Like that one
Using-
story of like
and then Mike
of the
would
robot that
check
could write.
their places using the computer he doesn't have because they stole it to connect to the internet.
Yeah.
Isn't this supposed to be like in the 1990s where internet was just starting?
Probably. I
All
don't
right.
know. What if they were playing offline on Steam? Wait, never mind. That didn't exist. Okay, that was actually not that bad. We should rate these actually. We should rate these.
I gave them kudos. I gave mine kudos. I liked it.
I
Out
give
of-
this
out of 10.
4 out of 5. I give
Yeah.
this a 4 out of
I said,
5. There was no SCP anything in here.
Xander, I said out of 10.
Oh, 4.
Okay. I would
There was
rate
no
it.
SCP stuff.
I would rate it a 7 out of 10 because there was a contradiction, and also it's not SCP yet. I was mainly
Yeah,
looking for SCP rather than
Yeah.
FNAF.
yeah.
Nah.
Okay. Do you want to
But hey,
move
I
on
thought
to
maybe
it'd
this
be
could
like
Xander's?
be a
2020,
segue for the next episode.
Yeah, I thought this one would be 2020, but with the SCPs instead of the animatronics.
Yeah,
That sounds like an interesting
that
crossover.
would have been a
That does
cool
sound like
one.
an interesting crossover.
Of course, you'd have to pick 4 SCPs and then
Yeah.
give them levels.
You could
Technically
have
5.
you could it could be like
Ooh.
173. It could
I have an
be
idea. What if 173 was a replacement for Golden Freddy?
yeah, or
Which one's
or just
173?
like
173 is the Potato Man baby.
yeah
Potato Man.
the statue the main one from the main statue thing that snaps your neck.
The one
All
that
right, fair enough.
that
The-
plays
the
the
big-
one sound that I don't currently have on my soundboard.
The big one
That I didn't
from
download it because I'm an
Containment
idiot.
Breach. The one that chases you throughout the entire thing. It's like a weeping angel.
Oh, that one.
The one that
Yeah.
makes
one
the
that
sound
always spawns
effect.
behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that makes the sound effect. You know? You know the
The-
sound effect? I'm gonna put it on my soundboard real quick. I have it. It's on my soundboard now. The real spooky noise. Whoever designed the sound for SCP Containment Bridge did a really good job.
The title is SCP-939-B3, The Experiment. It's by Golden Monarch, Dr. Roger
You don't need to
D.
read those.
Carlson.
It's fine.
Okay.
You don't need to read those.
Dear reader, whoever you are, please note this is my first ever SCP fanfiction, and first ever fanfiction, to be honest. Before reading this story, please note that this fan fiction will will have profanity, gore, detailed descriptions of death and other subjects that may not be suitable for younger audience. If you do not know what SCP-393 is, or what their abilities, features, or reproduction is like, please look up the SCP wiki and read all about it.
Why did they
Rated M for mature.
rated M for mature? Why did they have to write the? Why did they have to
Understand.
describe the reproduction? It
Sometimes-
is this. No,
I mean,
whoops.
have you ever researched the reproduction of dragonflies? It's pretty wacky.
I don't research reproduction.
And you're not a scientist.
I can be a scientist in different ways.
I know how dragonflies make more of themselves. And it's nutty. It's real nutty.
Kiyoshi, when you're editing that, make sure to put up like the quote and then like Xander 2021.
I'm just gonna watch this later and wonder what the fuck.
This is SCP-939. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-939-1, 3, 19, 53, 89, 96, 98, 99, and 109 are kept in cell 1163A or 1163B, 10 meter by 10 meter by 3 meter containment chambers with an armed biocontainment area 14. Both cells are environmentally regulated and negatively pressurized, with walls constructed of reinforced concrete. Access to these cells is regulated by an outer decontamination chamber and inner gas-tight steel security doors. Observation windows are constructed of laminated ballistics glass 10 centimeters in thickness, protected by a 100 kilovolt electrified mesh. Humidity is maintained at 100% at a temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. Specimens are monitored at all times through infrared cameras. Level 4 authorization is required to access SCP-939, their containment areas, or other observation chambers.
It's pretty moist in there.
Yeah, it's pretty wet. This is
Well, here's the
SCP-939. Kiyoshi, put up the picture. There it is, baby. Look at its bottom jaw. Oh, here it is. Here's a really cool art of it. There's that. I really like that. That's cool. Okay, should I continue reading this or should I stop there?
You should stop there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We showed the image on screen. They know what we're
Mhm.
talking about.
And I read the description of it. It's a lizard,
Did you?
basically. I didn't read the
Yeah,
description. I read where it should
it's a
be
lizard.
contained.
It's a lizard, isn't it?
It's a lizard with teeth and
Oh, they,
spikes on the back. It's basically a
they
dinosaur, but super thin.
don't they kind of
Here, there's
describe
one
it as a
more.
rodent?
There's one more.
No, it's definitely a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur dog.
Hmm?
Look
But
at what
didn't
the
they
internet
say
has
like
done to
it had
him.
a genome of a rodent?
Look at
Uh-oh.
what the internet did.
Oh. Okay.
Look at what the internet did.
Oh no.
All right.
Look at what the
I'm
internet
Oh
gonna
did.
click to
boy.
creators and collabs and then
Ooh.
switch back so I don't see that anymore. Okay, Xander, read the thing. Read the index. Xander, read the thing.
All right. Okay. Dr. Carlson drummed his fingers on his desk in a slouched over position as he waited for the testing of 939 specimen. A smoking cigarette hanging from the left side of his mouth. He was told he was told the security guards would bring a suitable D class. Who the hell ever heard of such a ridiculous statement?
That
Dr.
should be a
Carlson.
question. Hold on.
Hmm.
This should be
What?
this should be a period, and then this entire sentence should be a
Oh
question.
yeah, that should be a question.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Dr. Carlson looked around his observation room / office. It was exactly cluttered, or it was extremely cluttered beyond belief. There were yellowish brown smudges on the ceiling. Why? Why do you have this? From years of smoking? Okay, that's why.
That's the way you read
Smokes.
first.
And only a few of essentials. How I imagined it was that he had like coffee circles on the ceiling.
Yeah, like in my elementary school, like the little boards that you'd put up for
Yeah,
the
the
ceiling,
ceiling
like with
tiles.
the weird like brown stain on it. It's like who
Yeah.
got scared so bad they threw their coffee up at the ceiling and now it's
Well,
stained up there now.
that happens because of rain. I have to replace those a lot.
Hmm.
Anyway, Dr. Carlson was a man in his early 30s of Swedish descent. Now I'm just thinking it's PewDiePie. I don't care about the rest of his description. He is now PewDiePie.
How's it going, bros?
With short black hair. No, he hasn't. Slightly tan skin tone. No, he isn't. He's PewDiePie.
No, it's
He,
PewDiePie.
he was a cigarette addict and had a cigarette or near one at him at almost all times a day. Fuck
Xander,
is taking.
do your best PewDiePie impression.
Ah. Can't. I'm a little drunk right now.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Do you want to read Dr. Carlson as PewDiePie?
I will
More
try.
like Dr. Shellberg,
Dr. Stefano.
Dr. Kajelberg.
The fuck is taking us again? No.
Okay.
Said Dr. Carlson to himself, and as if someone heard him, heard the doors of the testing chamber open below him, 3 pairs of footsteps entering and 2 pair exiting.
3 pairs footsteps entering and 2 pairs exiting. 3 pairs footsteps. Wait, quickly, somebody change their nickname to 3 pairs footsteps.
I can't see.
Sorry, I'm changing your nickname.
There we go. I can see now. Dr. Carlson's rose from his slouched over position to a more professional posture in his chair. Saw the E-Class walk into view designated T. Who cares? Dr. Carlson cleared his throat, picked picked the cigarette out of his mouth and into the ashtray, and activated the microphone to the right of his desk. HD class person. That's PewDiePie.
Just go for it. Just roll with it.
Shit, I lost my voice. It's
Just do the
D-class personnel.
PewDiePie thing again, and you'll get it back.
This is Dr. Carson. It's D-class personnel. Please approach the wall. Mount
Press.
the microphone to your right. And wait for instruction. Dr. Carlson said in a monotone voice. D, who cares, would hesitantly walk over to the microphone next to a giant window covered by a sheet of metal. They'd stand by the microphone, so they crossed their arms and waited like Dr. Carlson said. Good. Now activate the oh shit. Good. Now activate the microphone and repeat these words exactly and as I see. Hello. Hello. Is anyone there?
Oh.
I'll do D931, 9371.
Hang on, I'm setting up the thing to do mini voices. It's just taking a hot second.
All right. How long are we going for on this?
We'll stop at the 3 dots.
Okay.
Or maybe we'll stop at the next line because I like the suspense.
Yeah. We want to put in a little bit of 939 in there.
Zoane, do you want to do 939? The voice for
I was
939?
going to, and my voice mod's not opening.
Oh,
It's fine.
no.
Just it's okay.
Elle, would you like to do 393?
I would like to, but it's my thing isn't working.
Xander said L.
Yeah, Elle.
L.
Hello? Who's there?
L.
We have a special guest and we haven't really acknowledged her too much.
L.
Well, it's more like a previewer, I guess.
Would you like to do exactly 2 lines in the episode? Sure. Yes.
Oh, got him.
Hey, we got her.
Wall. There's a wall there. No, that's all right. Bring your chair.
Also, both of the lines are exactly the same, so don't worry about it.
Yep. What am I reading? So you're only reading this bold part here, and then 4 lines later, this bold part here. Okay. Just because none of us can figure out how we want to say it. Okay. Sounds good. And you're on now. Okay. Hello? Who's there?
Oh, not yet. We skipped a line. Oh, it's fine.
What do you mean you skipped a line?
There was a line we didn't do.
No, we did. No, we didn't.
Right
Do the
here.
line.
We said
Okay.
that.
No,
We
this
said that.
one.
Yeah, we read that.
I didn't read that.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, D, whoever, would step back, shocked that someone responded, perhaps wondering if a human responded.
Who the hell was that? What the hell was that? Is someone there?
D, who cares, yelled up to the observation room above him in a frantic, somewhat demanding tone. Dr. Carlson ignored most of what D fuck off said. You have just made contact with one of SCP-393 specimens.
That's the
Now
wrong number.
continue.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Now continue trying to communicate with you. D, fuck off. Would would walk up to the microphone again and attempt to communicate with an SCP-99 specimen.
Yeah, this one right here that I can't highlight.
Hello, who's there?
The SCP-939 responded once again.
I hope you can hear that in Discord. I was applauding.
No. Good job. Hooray.
Yay.
Thank you.
Hooray. Elle did a single line.
Nice.
2
Two
single lines,
lines.
actually, but they were
Well.
the same, so it's fine.
2 lines.
Alright, good job. You want to read a massive block of text, mate?
No.
This is
I've
my...
already closed out of it. I'm not reading it.
I'm reading it. This is
You can read
this is my
everything in it
pick.
then.
I want to read this.
Been
Read
vetoed.
it then.
Okay, maybe
Bet.
I will. Maybe I'll do all the voices by myself, unless Xander wants to pitch
Bet.
in.
I will
Bet.
try. I guess
Okay.
I'll try. If we
Let's
can
do
figure
it,
out
baby.
what's the line of dialogue.
Dr. Brat and Dr. Scranton. Okay. I specifically chose one that I didn't, that wasn't written very well.
Clearly.
Yes, clearly.
Still
Time to
pick a bad
introduce it,
word.
mate. A Play's Tragedy. A Play's Tragedy by Camp Garbage. Am I recording? Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be way too late
I hope you
to
were. I
ask
don't want
that.
to do all this shit again.
Yeah, definitely. Stacy watched her sister do a play that they've never heard of called The Hanged King's Tragedy. If only Stacy knew how much of a tragedy it was. See the end of the work for notes. This is the
Did
notes
you know it
thing.
gave me anxiety to make sure
Why-
I was recording?
Why would you put the notes? Put the notes here. There's a thing for the notes. Why? I don't want to see the end of the work for the notes.
Sorry, I
Why are there
wanted to
2
add,
notes?
but still, dude, to
All right,
using
yeah.
this site.
I
Yeah, fair
don't make
enough.
the
Okay.
rules,
That's
man. I
fine.
just
They
work
don't know
here.
how to fucking use this shit.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay. Are you ready? Zion, are you actually recording?
Yes, I'm actually recording. I made sure.
Taking my shoes off.
Ooh, this
Okay.
one's at 8:45.
Apparently this one has multiple chapters. Or it was the other one. I
Apparently.
don't
Oh, no.
remember. I don't remember. One of them is multiple chapters. Okay, ready?
The other one. This one only has one.
Okay. My older sister
God,
Trista,
my
who
feet make me want to throw up.
What happened?
trying to read. Xander
And
ignored me and then I couldn't hear him what he was trying to say.
no, is he gone?
I'm here. I'm here.
No, he exists. He exists. He just
I'm
almost
in.
threw
You
up.
say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I took my shoe off and the smell revolted me.
Oh.
It sounds like a drunk man to me.
My older sister my older sister Trista was more like a mom than after all parents died in a car accident. I'm gonna read that normally. My older sister Trista, who was more like a mom
Oh.
after our parents died in a car accident.
I know what SCP this is. I remember now. I remember what SCP this is.
I'm immediately confused.
I remember reading this one.
Wait, what?
My older
was
sister
bored.
Trista, who was more like a mom after our parents died in a car accident.
You asked for one that was poorly written, and this is what you got.
Uh-huh. She recently got a part in a play called The Hanged King's Tragedy, which she had said she had never heard of before, but she said that it would be fun to act in from what she's read from the script. She has always loved the more tragic type of plays. That has 2 commas.
Woo!
That's a grammar error right there.
I don't
It
even know
says-
where it stops.
But you need the extra comma just for safety. Make sure people breathe.
I used to do that a lot, and then I stopped doing it because it was dumb.
Gotta let people breathe, man.
Yeah, Kiyoshi, put up a counter of how many grammar mistakes.
Make sure there's a ding every time another one pops up.
Yeah. Play the SCP jump scare noise every time there's another one. She has been practicing for the performance for a few months with everyone else who's in it. She said that she's gotten the role of Antonio, who is a minor noble and the rightful heir. No. Do you know how heir is spelled? Heir. Freaking
Air.
Oh,
freaking hair.
I
With
thought it
a
was
H.
AIR.
No, it's E. It's EI.
Air.
Apparently, it's spelled hair. It's pronounced, hair. She said that the play was similar to Shakespeare's Hamlet and Titus Andronicus.
Titus Andronicus.
Titties Andronicus.
Okay.
Just let me roll with it. It's fine. A week before the opening of the play, Trista invited me to watch them practice to see what I think.
Invited mine to watch them practice.
Oh, right. I didn't even notice that.
No.
My brain's slightly melting, so when something else is, I didn't notice.
A week before the opening of the play, Trista invited Mai to watch them practice to see what I think of the play. While they performed the play, I noticed that they were going of scripted, which I thought was just them going off scripted. But they seemed based on natural with the lines that aren't in the scripted. And when I asked Trista about it, she just said that that's what they've always done when rehearsing, so I let it go. How many commas are in that?
Too many.
Yoshi, play
7.
the SCP jump scare noise for every time there's a comma in that sentence.
Make it slightly louder each time.
Yeah. But don't blast the ears out. I'm trying to keep people watching this. What? Oh, I lost where
I
I
know where we are.
was. Here?
Yep. Yes. That's where you were.
I went to see wrong there, play on the opening night.
Oh, that's
Wait,
right
no,
there.
that's the right there. It just looks dumb.
It just looks dumb.
It just looks dumb. Play on the opening night, and it was great at the beginning, but later on things got weird during the play. I'm having a real tough time reading this.
That's okay.
During Act 1,
It's a
there was an
block of
actor
text.
that I didn't see when I was watching them rehearse. I didn't do anything, just hang around the edge of the stage. While the play continues, I noticed that there are a bunch of things that changed in the play. I know that they cut the scene when Gonzalo and Pertuccio murder Sortino.
Latino murders?
No. Shut up,
Just
Xander.
have him made into a stew.
He was stabbed over a burrito.
You know, you get
It's
that
like, you
cute
steal
over.
my burrito?
It's worse than getting stabbed with a burrito.
It's me, the ghost, on Grafton Farmhouse.
It's the wrong episode, man.
To have him made into a stew, but that scene is now back in the play.
Yes.
This is so
Oh shit!
confusing
I
to
just
read.
lost.
Don't
I
look
lost-
away.
I
You'll
lost
lose your
my thing.
spot.
Wait, I'm just gonna.
Oh my god!
Play
No!
is written 15 times.
Oh my god! Are you reading the entire block?
Yes.
Yes,
I
he
passed
is.
out like 3 seconds ago.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're right here. We're just
Right,
gonna
yep.
read the rest
You
of this.
got
Oh my! He's
It's okay,
reading the
Xander.
entire. Oh my god!
I'll speed read it. If there's anything funny, say it. Say it at the end. Say it.
That's my job.
That's funny.
It's midnight and I'm laughing about me burping every few words. What has my life become? Near the end of Act 5, I was already at the door ready to run when it ended because who knows what's going to happen when this is all over, and I was already crying from what was on the stage as they had just straight up hanged the actor for Gonzalo. While Antonio Trista states with this, the tribute,
The tribute unfolds. My burrito.
It's missing a comma.
Read it.
This, the tribute.
Somebody read
At
it.
first,
In full, it is paid.
they ran out of commas. They used them all in the front.
There's more. It's okay. While using a knife to spill Gonzalo's intestines onto the stage. After they killed Gonzalo's actor, the actor for Alinda takes the knife from Antonio states, with this fool's blood, it is the hanged king's, and proceeds to slit Antonio's throat. Right before the lights went out and all the actors on stage had their own rope, the last thing any of the actors said was the actor for Alinda stating,
With this, our blood, it is the hanged king's.
whoops, sorry. and the cast proceeds to hang themselves. Just as the lights cut out, I ran to the door and to the nearest trash can to puke my guts out from the horrific sight I just witnessed while crying my eyes out. You're not supposed to puke your guts out. That's what the king just did. You don't need to do that.
That's Gonzalo.
It's fine, shut up.
That reminded me. Another one of my favorite SCPs was the Scarlet King.
After about 20 minutes later, people in the military looking garb showed up and went inside, while one person with a lab coat walked over to me, seeing as I was sitting by the side of the building with red puffy eyes. Xander, do you want to read this?
You know what happening in the building?
So I told the man what happened. Okay. Just add it to the pile, I'm sure it's okay. After I finished, the man in the lab coat who said his name was Dr. Bright called over one of the military guys in a uniform and told them to gather all the evidence of SCP-701, which was apparently the Hanged King's tragedy with the play I just watched, and move out. After they were all in their cars about to leave, Dr. Bright came over and said that I had to come with them, so I got up and got in one of the cars next to Bright. Wow, my jaw hurts. This is so
My
awful.
brain hurts.
Yeah, mine too. We arrived at the location Bright called Site 33, which wasn't that impressive, seeing how it just looked as an office building. But when we got to the lower levels, there were lots of corridors with lots of doors, the same symbols on them. We arrived at one of the doors, and inside looked like an interrogation room straight out of a police movie, just without the glass on any of the walls. I was seated in one chair while a new person walked in, then said there were Dr. Scranton of the SCP Foundation, and that they would be conducting the interview. Does somebody wanna read this part?
My name is Stacy.
No, not yet. We're not there yet. Xander, Dander. Bringing it back.
Xanmander.
Dander, don't die.
Salamander.
For the record, please state your name, age, and profession.
Xander.
Now read it.
My name is Stacy Gonzalez. I am 20 years old, and I am still in college. But I hope to be a urologist.
Did you say Stacy Gonzalez? That says Quentin.
Gonzalez.
Stacy Quentin.
I can't. I'm. I'm butchering names. I'm
Yeah,
doing
you're
it on purpose
dyslexic.
now.
It's okay. It's fine. And so the interview continued on for another hour or so, and at the end I was free to leave whenever I wished, so I left almost immediately after he thanked me for my time. But I didn't know what was the SCP Foundation had taken an interest in me because no one has ever survived an encounter with SCP-701 without killing someone before.
What is 701?
701 is the King's tragedy.
Oh.
The Hanged King's
Well,
tragedy.
what is it?
The Hanged King's tragedy.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what 701 is. What's
701
the
is
description?
the Hanged King's tragedy. I forgot to read this. Xander, do you
Secure,
want me to read this?
contain, protect.
No, I can read it. You ready?
Okay.
Nerd.
I give this a 10 out of 10 because it was funny to make fun of it.
It was funny to make fun of it. That was fun. For entertainment, I give it a 10 out of 10.
For our purposes, 10 out of 5.
Oh, hey, it's my YouTube channel.
Oh,
Hey,
you got 113 now.
shameless promotion.
You should totally subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can do things.
Can you promote mine too?
Yeah.
Zion Painter, as you can see in related channels, she does paint
It
stuff.
says other humans.
Paint stuff. Isn't it in channels?
She does paint
Yeah,
stuff.
It is in
I'm gonna have a
channels.
new one coming out soon. I was gonna post another speed paint.
The speed paint.
Speed paint.
A speed paint. I have a
speed
pop filter, so I can't do that.
I'd like a speed paint, please. You can have a speed paint.
Speed
Thank
paint. Speed paint. Also, if you like SCP and you want to see more SCP content, I highly recommend the first 100 SCPs, each described in 10 words or less, by Mission Crab. The link will be in the description, unless I forget. If I forget, please comment, yell at me.
I would also like to recommend SCP Illustrated. They do some fantastic art while reading the SCP files.
Yes, I will put that in the description as well. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching this. If you liked it, then leave a like. Dislike it if you didn't enjoy it. Leave a comment of what you want to see next. If you subscribed, then let us know.
Thanks for listening to Fancast. See you in the next episode.
Bye bye.
Everybody!